And welcome back to Atlanta Company. Thank you for watching. I'm Tom Sullivan. One of the major components to losing weight is drinking plenty of water. But for many, drinking water can be kind of boring, let's face it. But there's a new water drink out there that'll make you come alive, wake up your taste buds. It's called Vitamin Water 10. And Holly and I absolutely love it. Rachel Brandeis, a registered dietitian, is here to talk about this new taste sensation and 10 ways to shape up for summer. How are you, Rachel?
Good. How are you?
Well, we are huge fans of Vitamin Water 10. We love it. It's like opening up a bottle of fresh fruit. And we love to incorporate that in ways to lose weight this year.
Absolutely. And what I'm here to do to tell you about is 10 ways that you can get in shape for summer. And this is what I tell my clients to do to get them ready for the summertime.
Okay, good. I'm taking notes.
All right. First thing first, you got to make a date. You got to set the date and say, I'm going to make the change. Instead of just talking about it, you got to do something about it. First of all, number 2, you have to eat breakfast. Studies show time and time again, people who don't eat breakfast end up eating more calories throughout the day. It is key to eat breakfast. So some things that I've shown here.
Okay.
Healthy breakfast. Of course, you have your eggs, whole grain breads, oatmeals, cereals, things like that. Perfect source of fiber, protein. What I do in the morning is I have a good old bowl of high fiber cereal, skim milk, and I used to drink orange juice.
Sure.
But I'm trying to cut back calories. I always talk to my clients about that. I've switched to Vitamin Water 10. 10 calories per serving, great taste, no artificial sweeteners, and all the vitamin C.
And it's wonderful, and this is my favorite for breakfast as well.
Yeah, it's
easy.
It's good. Number 3, you've got to fuel properly throughout the day. 3 meals and 2 snacks. If you don't fuel throughout the day, what happens is you're starving for meals. And if you get starving for meals, what do? You overeat, and you often make bad decisions. So the key to that is good snacking, and I've listed some. I've put out some good snack options here. I mean, anything from cheese and a piece of fruit to peanut butter and crackers to yogurt, nuts, healthy stuff to keep you fueled.
And some people think nuts, could be fattening, but no, they're full of essential fatty acids.
Absolutely, and you don't want to eat the whole jar. You just want to eat a handful.
Everything in proportion.
Portion control, that's the key.
And of course, we could pair a snack with a delicious Vitamin Water 10.
Absolutely, for good hydration. I like that. Number 4, you have to hydrate responsibly. A lot of people mistake hunger for being thirsty. So if you're thirsty, you may think you're hungry. If you're hungry, you may be thirsty. So if you fuel throughout the day, you'll probably do better in terms of your caloric management. What I always tell my clients to do is focus on low-calorie fluids. You don't want to waste your calories by drinking them.
Sure.
So, of course, as a dietitian, I'm always all about the water. But studies show that people will drink more fluid if they like the taste of it.
Exactly.
You have to like the taste. So this is why I love this Vitamin Water 10 product. 10 calories, great taste, no artificial sweeteners. Doesn't leave that funky aftertaste.
It doesn't. That's what I loved about when I first saw the Vitamin Water 10 naturally sweetened using stevia, which I use it myself as a sweetener at home all the time.
Absolutely.
So I was really happy to see that we have this in the product from Glacéau. So I'm very excited.
Also, another tip, number 5, slow down. We eat way too fast.
Don't we? My mom says I feed like a horse.
Yeah, we don't let our hands just stay. We just automatically just eat. So studies show that it takes about 20 minutes for your stomach and your brain to register you're full. So what I tell people to do is eat with your non-dominant hand. If you're a righty, eat with your lefty. And then another trick is put your fork down between bites, because we tend to just hold the utensil and just shovel it in.
And also chew your food.
You've got to chew instead of swallowing it whole.
Exactly, and that's where we always rush through the day. So
Absolutely. Enjoy it. And number 6, which is important, keep a food journal. Studies show that if you write it down, you're more likely to be accountable and you're going to eat less. Because if you don't write it down, you have no idea what you're eating.
So you want us to get a journal and write down everything that we eat for every meal.
If you are trying to watch calories, you have to be accountable.
All right.
Key. Number 7, find a support system.
Okay.
You need to have a support system. Studies also show if you surround yourself with people who have the same health goals as you, you will do better. So you can make sure you have a good support system at home and at work. Also, join an online support group. They're great out there. Go to Weight Watchers. Go to their meetings. Go see a dietitian. Weigh in every week. Good support means good success.
You're right, because you're not going through it alone.
Absolutely.
That's good news.
Number 8, which is really, really key, is the grocery list.
Because sometimes I go in there, I just shop and just grab what I want.
It's impulse. Impulse buy. What do you do when you impulse buy? You probably make poor choices. They're fatty, high in calories. Never leave the house if you're going to go to the grocery store without a plan. I tell my clients that all the time. If you have a plan, you're going to end up doing better.
I think don't go to the grocery store either if you're hungry.
No, that's the worst, because then everything looks good and you're hanging out in the cookie aisle all day. Absolutely. Number 9, and this is number 9. This is basic.
Okay.
I always tell my clients in terms of exercise, you have to get moving. We all know that, but what the biggest myth here is that if you're not an exerciser, you can't say, I'm going to go 5 times a week. Start slow. Tell yourself, I'm just going to go 2 times a week. Make it achievable. Do something easy. One of my favorite things to do is get on a pedometer and just walk, count your steps.
Sure.
Just get moving, get some exercise bands. It doesn't have to be expensive. And the other key, when you exercise, you have to hydrate. I don't know if you've ever worked out or been at the gym and your legs feel really heavy and tired. That means you're not hydrated. You have to fuel with fluids before, during, and after you exercise. And again, non-caloric beverages or low-calorie beverages that taste great. Again, it's my vitamin water.
Vitamin Water 10. I started using this just recently when we came on the show, and I love it when I'm working out intensely.
But you end up drinking more, and that's the key. You want to stay hydrated.
Yeah, this is good. Perfect.
And last thing is don't give up. We always make too big of goals for ourselves, make them small and achievable. Instead of saying, I'm going to lose 50 pounds, say, I'm going to lose 5 pounds. Hit your 5-pound goal, then move on to the next 5 pounds. It's slow and easy, so you don't set yourself up for failure.
Well, we always bite off more than we can chew, you know?
Absolutely, and that's it. We all want immediate gratification, but slow, sustainable weight loss, that's what's going to get you ready.
So from all these amazing tips that we've had this morning, Rachel, what would you say would be the overall piece of advice you could give someone watching right now to say, okay, they want to start an exercise program, remain in shape? What's the most important thing of everything you've talked about?
You know, I think the most important thing is don't waste your calories with fluids. Find fluids that will hydrate you, that's low calorie, great tasting. Eat 3 meals a day, 2 snacks, and keep your food records. That's the most important thing. If you keep your food records, you're going to know exactly what you're eating.
Right, and what I'm drinking.
And what you're drinking.
And I love this. Vitamin Water 10 Energy. It tastes like fresh oranges.
Good, I'm glad.
It's fantastic. Thank you, Rachel. Great tips.
Thank you.
All right, you can get started with these 10 simple tips and sample the all great flavors of Vitamin Water 10. Just pick up some at your local grocery store. And for more information about Vitamin Water 10, visit glaceau.com. Also, send us an email. Let us know what your favorite flavor of Vitamin Water 10 is. I'd be happy to know. This segment was paid for by Glaceau. Coming up next on